Today's apologists claim, why would religion exist if it wasn't true? Why would religion exist if it wasn't true? Well, first off, astrology exists even though it isn't true. The same goes for psychics, flat earthers, and New Age beliefs. And there are thousands of religions out there, most of which are mutually contradictory. So the existence of beliefs is not an indication that they're true. But there are also numerous evolutionary and cultural reasons why religious belief would exist despite no religion being true. For instance, humans have a long childhood where we are extremely dependent upon our parents in order to survive and learn vital life skills. That's why we form close bonds with them, and as young children we generally see our parents as all-powerful protectors and providers who know everything. That means we are already familiar with the concept of beings much greater than us, who teach us right from wrong, who reward us and punish us, and who generally control our fate. That's a precedence for belief in gods. We humans also evolved a strong sense of curiosity and imagination. The survival of our ancestors often depended on the desire to know information about things and to come up with possible explanations for them. For example, if they heard something large moving through the brush near their camp, finding out whether it was a deer or a bear could have meant the difference between catching dinner and becoming dinner. Thus, not having one's curiosity satisfied in a potentially dangerous situation can naturally lead to anxiety. We don't like not knowing things that could be important. Unfortunately, some answers are beyond our reach, and that was especially true for our early ancestors. They had no clue what causes the sun to rise, the rains to fall, lightning to strike, the earth to quake, diseases to infect, and so on. One way to ease their anxiety about the unknowable unknowns would have been to use their imaginations to fill in the blanks. It would have been easy to imagine powerful but unseen beings that move the sun, throw lightning bolts, inflict disease, and so on. These beings would be to adults what adults are to children, all-powerful protectors and providers who know everything. Thus were the first gods likely born. And then there are dreams. Numerous ancient cultures considered dreams to be a connection to a spirit realm. That's not surprising, since all sorts of strange and magical things can happen in dreams, and they can sometimes be so vivid they feel real. And when friends and family of people in those cultures died, only to later appear in their dreams, it made sense for them to believe that the deceased person lived on in that spirit realm. Thus was a belief in an afterlife likely born. It also helps that we have a tendency to believe things we desperately want to be true, even if the facts don't warrant it. Considering how hard it is for so many people to accept the death of a loved one, it can be far easier to imagine the deceased is in a better place, and that one day they will be reunited with them. What else likely happened? Well, pigeons that are fed at regular intervals tend to develop what is called superstitious behavior. That is, motions that the pigeons happen to have been doing at the moment they were fed, and which they repeat because they think it activates the reward. People are also susceptible to superstitious behavior, and our ancestors often associated their actions with the capriciousness of weather events and natural disasters. If they already believed in gods who caused these events, then it made sense to try to appease them with gifts and rituals in the hopes of receiving favorable results. And if a favorable result just happened to occur after such an appeasement, that would have encouraged our ancestors to try it again and again, just like the pigeons. Thus were the practices of sacrifices, prayer, and worship likely born. With all those elements in place, we had religion. But it didn't stop there. It surely didn't take long for those who invented those religions to realize the power they could wield over their communities. If these people claimed to speak for the gods, they could manipulate others into doing whatever they wanted. By offering hope and threatening punishment, They could demand wealth and services from the people and order punishment against those they didn't like. And when they promised rewards that failed to materialize, they learned to deflect and blame others for those failures, thereby making their religions untestable and unfalsifiable. This helped them secure control over their societies and made them unaccountable for their own behaviors. Thus were born the priests, pastors, imams, rabbis, and other clergy. Since the religious beliefs of different populations would have resulted from different experiences, we wouldn't expect any two religions to turn out the same. And indeed, that is what we see. Today's thousands of existing religions are a legacy of that pattern. Having built up defenses of untestability and unfalsifiability, there would be no way to determine which, if any, of the religions was actually true, thus setting the stage for thousands of years of holy wars and other tribalistic sectarian bloodshed. Of course, I'm not saying these scenarios are exactly how religions developed, nor am I claiming that all clergy are opportunistic manipulators. But my point is that it's easy to see how religions could have arisen naturally in virtually every society, without any of them actually being true.